Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something different, okay? We're going to be picking a number from the angel messages, okay? These angel numbers show up everywhere we are. You may notice you see the same number on the clock every day. Unintentionally, matter of fact, you might see tag numbers. You might see sequential numbers happening everywhere, such as 1111, 222, 333, 1234. And when I first started my spiritual journey, I was always seeing these numbers. And I continue to see them today, guys. So it's very important to me. I don't know if you guys have been in this space, but that's how you know when you're leveling up, okay? That's how you know that your guides and angels are sending you messages. And these messages are important because a lot of the times if you actually stop and focus on what the messages is saying, it can help you go through anything you may be experiencing in life. This is going to help you, okay? Now, I opened this book and I said, guide me to the number that the collective needs to hear. And the number that came up was 571. My eyes went straight to 571, okay? And this is after I've done meditative breathing. I closed the book. I said, you know what? Just show me the message. And that is the message that came up. For today, this is what it wants you to know, okay? This is what your guides and angels want you to know. All right? The situation you are facing is an important lesson that will remind you of your innate power. Be willing to see your gifts and accept that you have been given them, okay? I think it's so important that people understand that God is not this thing in a box, okay? It's not a particular religion. If you are a religious person, this is no way an attack on you. This is no way an attack on people who have strong beliefs in whatever religion or whatever that they're into, right? But this is just saying God is for everyone. And even though we don't always understand the paths that we have been taking, the situations that we go through, it's always something to be grateful for. That is what I get from this, okay? And your innate power, being grateful for the gifts that God has given you, guess what? The earth, the air, the people, this video, your family, the people you love the most, the experiences that you've had that helped you grow. This is what it means, okay? Now, you can interpret it whatever way you decide because it has to feel good to you, right? But for me, this message speaks volumes because a lot of the times, especially if you're going through a career, especially if you're working on a job, if you've been working hard at something, if you're trying to become and you are becoming the best version of yourself, understanding these things are crucial, okay? Understanding that God gives you gifts, even in the situations that you may not even desire to be in, okay? A lot of the times we don't desire to be in stuff like chaotic energy, negativity, arguing with people, bad relationships. We don't desire to be that, okay? So when we are in a place where we can start to literally visualize ourselves being happier, your imagination is a gift. Not every other being or animal out here, there's no animals out here that I know can imagine, at least I don't know if they can. So that your imagination is a gift. Your imagination is a gift. You being able to think for yourself, to move when you want, to breathe, to wake up, to open your eyes. All these are gifts, and you should be grateful for that gift. Even if what surrounds you feels chaotic and hectic, okay? Start to visualize yourself being in a space where you are completely unbounded by the things that you don't desire. That's important. Okay, that's really important. Deciding, getting clear, and taking that action so that you can be in the place that you desire to be. Now, this message hits home for someone, okay? The situation you are facing is an important lesson. Everything you go through is a lesson, okay? If you go through a situation with someone, you may not truly understand what that lesson means for you because it feels like an attack on you. But there's something you need to stop and get clear about. There's something you need to sit and ponder about within yourself. Why is this person reflecting back at me? Okay? Because every person is a mirror of you. It can be your lower self reflecting back at you. It can be your higher self reflecting back at you. It can be the things that you fear reflecting back at you. But being able to be in that space where you can stop, get clear, and understand, like, okay, that person is reflecting the part of me that I may not agree with. That person may be reflecting that part of me that I need to shift out of, or the thinking that I need to shift out of. There's always ways to think about things, but if you can start to switch your mindset from being something negative to something positive, then you will notice it relieves the stress off of you. It calms your nervous system, number one. And I know a lot of us like to manifest out here, right? So anytime you're going through a situation, whether it's being able to pay your bills, whether it's your health, whether it's with family members, children, relationships, jobs, no matter what you put in that blank, you can use this to switch it to something that is beautiful to you in your eyes, okay? You may not like where you are at the moment. I'm going to repeat. You may not like where you are at the moment, okay? But if you can stop and say, I know that this journey is one that I am traveling down. This road is a journey that I am traveling down in order to get to the destination that my heart seeks, okay? It's not about money. It's not about wealth. It's not about any of these materialistic things. It's about your heart space, okay? So if you are manifesting money, if you're one of those people that's manifesting money, you're manifesting this house, it's not because of the thing. It's because of the feeling that the thing gives you, that peace, that relief, that giggly, bubbly feeling inside of you to know that you made this happen, that this is yours, it belongs to you. It's a feeling that you're looking for, okay? So when we are in that space, understanding that whatever we're trying to shift out of, even those negative energies are feelings, okay? Those negative energies are just your feelings from the reality that is reflecting back to you. If you can think about it like that, everything outside of you that is reflecting back to you may cause a feeling on you, right? So that feeling, if you take that feeling and say, hey, something is reflecting back at me and it's something negative. And if it's something negative, then that's my cue. That's my cue that it's time for me to shift. It's time for me to get out of that energy. It's time for me to get out of that relationship. It's time for me to stop talking to those people. It's time for me to stop doing a particular habit, right? So if we are truly honest, because a lot of us cannot be truly honest with ourselves. It's like we'll reach the top surface of it, but we don't go any deeper than that, because then you would have to bring up feelings. You would have to bring up experiences. You would have to bring up past traumas, things that you may not want to experience any longer in the space that you're trying to be in. But tapping into that space and seeing it and transmuting it is going to actually allow you to heal faster, walk away from it easier, visualizing yourself being in a space where you can fully embrace the beautiful side of yourself. You can fully embrace everything. The thing is, remind yourself of your innate power, okay? What does that mean? Remind yourself that you yourself, the person watching this video, you can go through any situation and thing and not break, okay? Nothing you go through is going to break you, okay? But it starts here, all right? Even if it's financially hard, even if you're just going through something that feels like an attack on you, understand that God has given you the power to get through any situation and transmute any power, okay? Now, a lot of people don't like to talk about this because they feel like it's something outside of themselves. But that power that you're looking for when you call on to the Jesus and your gods and other deities and all these things, like, it's really within you, okay? That power you're looking for is also within you. You're a part of Source. Source is connected to you. There's a spark of divine light that is inside of you. If you did not have that, then you cannot call yourself God's child. Do you understand what I'm saying here? If you switch your mindset and change it to something different, then you can absolutely see the power that is being given to you, the power that you hold, the power that's there for you to use at any moment for anything, okay? Like, you have a divine light within you. And if you're watching this, I just absolutely know that you are using that power and allowing it to help you transmute anything. You may not think about it like that, You may not have thought about it like you're transmuting the negative energy into something positive, okay? But here's an example for you. If you are, say, I don't know, your car breaks down. God forbid, but your car breaks down. And you've been praying and praying and praying that you need a new car. You think that car broke down for no reason? Absolutely not. Sometimes things had to fall. Things have to break and crumble in order for you to get to where you're trying to go. So even though you're manifesting that car, a new car, and you're driving this car and you need it, it breaks down on you. What does that mean? It's time to shift into that new car that you are asking for, okay? So if you change your perspective, then things tend to work out better. You know what I'm about to do real quick? I've been seeing 1212 a lot. I want to look this up real quick in this book. But I want you guys to truly, truly understand. Truly, truly understand that the power is within you, okay? The power is within you. When you decided that you wanted to live in a brand new house, okay, you may have noticed you started to see houses everywhere because you're calling it into your field of vision, okay? You may be calling that car into your field of vision. You may be requiring wealth and asking for wealth and praying for wealth and manifesting wealth, and then you start to see everybody got things that you may want. Why is that? Because you are calling it into your field of vision, okay? You are calling it into your reality, all right? Now, how do you acquire that? You have to take action, hold the frequency, right? You have to hold that frequency that you are desiring that thing, that you are worthy of that thing. And most importantly, you can have that thing, that you can have a beautiful life. You can pay your bills. You can have that beautiful relationship. No matter what it is that you're requiring, there's something that is always inside of you that wants that love, that peace, that light with it. Okay? If your first thought isn't always love and peace and light, then you have work to do on yourself. Because the thing that you should be wanting is that not only for yourself, but for everyone in the world, right? Not everyone will accept that love, peace, and light, and you have to be okay with that. However, but being in a place where you can look at a person and say, okay, that person must be really hurt because they treated me like this. That person must be really this because they treated me like that. Instead of looking at it from a negative perspective, even if you're upset about it, allow yourself time to calm down and then shift your perspective, okay? Because I can honestly tell you, like, I get mad just like other people get upset. People do things towards me, and I've experienced different things in my life as well. However, what I try to do, I accept the anger. I accept that, whatever mood I'm in at that moment, I accept it and I can deal with it. And I allow myself to feel it. I allow the thoughts to come in. I allow that. And then the next day, I start pushing it away. Okay. I push it away. And then less thoughts are coming in that day. Less thoughts I am allowing to come in that day. After that, the third day, guess what? I am trying to completely eliminate it, completely out of my field. Thoughts still come up. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm still going to push it away with love, peace, and light. I don't care if you got to put on your favorite songs, okay? Now, I'm going to tell y'all, like, if y'all listening to high vibrational music, it's a song called Inner Vision. I absolutely love this song. I believe her name is Ayana, but you can find it on YouTube. It's a high vibrational song, and she's a great artist. This puts me in such a happy place. Like, I be dancing around the house like I'm just having a good time being in that space of healing myself from whatever energies that I'm in. And it takes time to get there. So I've been seeing 1212 a lot lately, especially when I'm thinking about recording for my channel, right? And I just seen it right here on the timer. So this is what I want to read to you guys. It says, I'm going to show you here. Give you a moment to read through it yourself if you want. Okay? You have the power to bring healing and light to the world. Notice how your intentions and actions are already doing just that. Isn't that beautiful? That is just too beautiful, because I have been seeing this number so much. Like, literally seeing 11:11 on the clock downstairs, right? And then now I'm recording, and I've seen this all week. All week. I've been seeing 1212 all week. And I don't know why I didn't look it up before. But I feel like it's divinely meant for me to do right now, because this is the first time I've came into my office this week and actually picked up this book, guided to pick up this book, okay? So it's important that we understand that everything we do, everything that we decide relies on us. It's not really about the outside factors. When you remove the illusion of feeling like everything is outside of you, then it takes away a lot of the stress on you guys. Like, I cannot tell you guys how much less stressed I have been in my life. Because when you're thinking about everything that you're going through, feeling like you're powerless, walking around feeling like everything is outside of your control, it literally damages your subconscious in a way that makes you feel like you're not powerful. And you know what? Everything in your reality is going to reflect that back to you. When you decide that you are powerful enough, you are good enough, you are the best there is at whatever it is that you do, that you can pay whatever on time and everything is going to be okay because everything works out in your favor. When you decide that, hey, me healing myself is going to help heal the world. Like, when you get to that space, then you realize how powerful you truly are, and why staying in that negative energy, matching energy, and doing all that other stuff is null and void. It doesn't even matter, because guess what matters? Your heart, your energy, your purity, who you decide to be, who you are becoming. Okay? That's what matters the most. And being in a space where, you know, guys, like, if we're literally just sitting here and just pondering life, right? You know how we were taught that everything is cause and effect? That cause and effect, right? Cause and effect of everything. You know, you don't put gas in your car, what's the effect? The car runs out of gas. You know, you're stuck on the side of the road, whatever. Think about that in the same perspective, okay? If you do the work on your inner self, if you meditate, if you're transmuting the negative energy into something positive, if you're doing your best with that, okay? Now, you have to understand that even though you're doing all of this, it can sometimes feel chaotic still, okay? It doesn't mean that it's not working, okay? It just means that you're shifting, and you have to get through this in order to get where you're trying to go, in order to relieve yourself of the things that you no longer wish to hold on to anymore, right? So like I was saying, when you get to that space where you can fully step into your power and decide and get clear and take the action that you need to do, that action part on this 3-step part that I always say to you guys, the action part is crucial, okay? The action part is so crucial because only you can spark the change within you, okay? Only you can decide to meditate. Only you can decide to transmute the energy. Only you can decide to be love, peace, and light. Only you can decide, okay? And I don't know why this just came across my mind, but this is for somebody. Whoever you are, if you feel like your happiness is dependent on other people, you are absolutely wrong, okay? You can only make yourself happy. It is not your place. It is not your place, I'm saying it again, to make other people happy. They are responsible for their own happiness, okay? You are the addition to their joy, to their peace, to their light. And it's the same thing vice versa. Your personal self, you, the body, the soul that is like in this meat suit, you have to make you happy. You have to find your way. You have to figure things out, okay? Now, even when you're in that space, sometimes we have to walk away from things that are no longer serving us. We have to be in that place of peace, love, and light. Say it again, and light. And still be able to balance the dark, okay? I do not, like, if you are a person who really follows me and really is inspired by the things that I say, understand this the most. We all have light and dark, okay? There is no such thing as somebody who is all light. There is no such thing as somebody who is all dark. Now, they may use the most of their dark power or focus more on and operate mostly on the dark side. But there are people who can operate just the same on the light side, okay? So it's understandably clear that we are both and we need both in order to thrive, okay? Now, I'm not telling you to get out here and do no dark, deep, creepy things. What I'm saying is the things that make you angry, the things that make you sad, the things that you don't desire, use them for your benefit to help catapult you to this side, okay? And when you get here, balance it. When you're having those negative thoughts, combat those negative thoughts. When you're going through a negative experience, combat it with a positive so that you can stay balanced. It's balancing the scales, okay? It's balancing the scales. So when we are in that space, number one, we cannot make other people happy, and it is not our problem if they are not happy. We have to get that through our head because we are not God. Okay? We cannot just come down and make them happy and give them everything that they are supposed to have and endow their bodies and souls and everything else. That is not what we're here to do. We are here to experience, exchange. This is an exchange. Okay? You never allow someone to come to you and just take. Because there are people who does not balance. And so because they're not balanced, they want what you have. They want your light. They want your energy. They need it. Okay? So when you're in that space, you have to judge that for yourself. How are your relationships? Is it a take, and you giving 100% and not receiving anything back? How is that? Because it should be balanced. Everything in your life, you should strive for it to be balanced, okay? Balance. That's the key. Balance. And I think it's important that we get to that space because it's like you deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve to operate on your higher self. You deserve to become, as you are becoming, this person of light, right? even more. Like you're shining brighter and brighter with every time you decide to heal yourself, every time you remove negative energy. You have to think about it in such a creative, beautiful way. Like every time that I'm pushing something out of my energetic field that is negative, that I don't wish to hold on to, I visualize my light shining brighter and brighter and brighter. You understand what I'm saying? So at this place, we need to visualize a lot of the things that are happening, a lot of things we desire, a lot of the things that we want, because that's going to actually help us here, okay? Now, I think it's super, super duper important, that you also understand and be willing to see the gifts that you have, right? Because as part of this, I open right back up to this same page, guys. Like, I'm telling you, it is important that these gifts, that you accept them. There might be something about you that you might not even understand yet. You might have been pushing away because everybody else says, oh, no, you shouldn't, you don't need to, or you, like, everybody always has something to say, right? But what you decide for yourself is for you. Do not let other people dictate your spiritual journey. Say it again. Do not let other people and their beliefs and systems dictate your spiritual journey. You believe as you choose. You do what you choose. You be who you choose. The life we experience, a lot of it, we did not choose. And because we lack that position and feeling like we could choose, we end up in turmoil and chaos, and we're left feeling lost. And it just feels so outside of ourselves. We don't feel like ourselves when we allow other people to dictate who we are, where we're going, what we're doing, okay? Especially from a soul perspective. This soul over here should not be telling this soul right here how to be. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You are here to experience life more abundantly, clearly, okay? Everything that we have been given, all the beautiful mountains, all the beautiful trees, all the beautiful birds and flowers, all the beautiful animals, okay? There is so much to explore out here in this world. It's like me telling you to only stay where you are and don't go anywhere else, because this part is best for you. Do I know that? I don't know that. Do anybody else know that? They don't know that. So you cannot allow somebody else from their limited perspective to tell you how to connect to God, how to walk in your light. You can only take the suggestions and decide and get clear. Does this feel good to me? Yes or no? If it don't, you leave it. And you leave it just like that. Especially when people are telling you how to be spiritually, how to connect with yourself, how to align with yourself. Because some of us are supposed to be weird out here. We supposed to be out here living freely, okay? We supposed to be like the people that everybody be talking about and trying to make fun of. We're supposed to be free. We're not supposed to be so closed in when we're so worried about what they think and what they think. We are supposed to be worried about what we think. How do I feel? Okay? So if you want to wear a tutu, some green and yellow spandex, a tube top, and some bunny ears, do you. Like, because nobody can tell you who you are except for you. Okay? They don't have to like it. They don't have to like your journey. It's not for them anyway. So them trying to tell you who you are, where to go, what to do 100% of the time, and not allowing you to be free and express yourself in the dynamic way that you are meant to is null and void. We can't keep going there. We can't keep allowing people to keep us small. Okay? Do you? I am 100% doing me. I'm going to tell y'all now, like, if I'm out and y'all see me, let me tell you something. If I look toe up from the flow up because I didn't want to do no makeup and I didn't really want to put on no clothes and I'm in like pajamas or whatever I feel like I want to put on that day, then let me do me. Because I'm not about pleasing other people. That people pleasing thing is a form that I like to think is called anxiety, because you're worried about what this person thinks of you. I don't do that. I do not care. By no means. Okay? So if you see me, just say, hey. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say, hey, right back. Just as happy. You know why? Because I am me. And I'm not going to allow anybody to dictate what I am supposed to do, what I am supposed to be, who I'm supposed to look like, where I'm supposed to go. All these things, like my journey is my journey, okay? My journey is my journey. Everybody is not going to agree with you, okay? They're not even going to agree with you with seeing your light shine. You will notice, like once you start to accept these gifts, once you start to accept these gifts and you start walking in your path, a lot of people are going to leave. And they're meant to. Why? Because you no longer need the attachment. They can no longer stay in your energetic field once you start vibrating higher. And you'll know if you're vibrating higher because Tom, Dick, and Jane going to be gone. Okay? I'm just saying. Like, we have to get to a space where we can understand that, because a lot of people are so fearful to let people walk out of their life, to leave that job, to sell that house, to get rid of that car. Like, it's so many things that we hold on to so tight. The new things can't come in because you're telling the universe energetically, I want that, but I don't need it right now, so just hold off for a while. Literally. Because you have to think your vibration is beautiful, okay? It's just visualize a donut. You have these vortexes that go straight down through your chakras. It comes in like a donut, out like a donut at the bottom. And it just recycles. So whatever's in your energetic field, it's just going to keep moving. It's just going to keep moving. If you're holding on to negative energy, guess what? This same negative energy going to be moving through your energetic field. And guess what? Now you're the magnet too, because you're drawing in all this negative energy to you as well, even if you don't want it. Okay? Even if you don't want it, it's in your energetic field. So therefore, by it being in your frequency, by it being in that Taurus field that is constantly circling, by you constantly subconscious thinking these negative things, you're requiring it. And it's like, how can I require something I don't want? You don't want it, yet you have not shifted out of it. So therefore, the same thing that you don't want in your reality is going to keep coming and circling that yourself, your energetic field, because this is what you like. This is what the universe believes that you like because you want it, right? So if you change that and you say, you know what, I no longer value this, I no longer value that, and you do the work on yourself to remove these things from your energetic field. And I'm telling you guys, the easiest way to help you shift out of a negative state of vibration is to meditate. Your breath work is life, okay? Breathing is life. So if you breathing deeply a couple of times throughout the day, even while you're working, you can do it while you're cooking, you can do it while you're driving, okay? This is going to help calm your nervous system. So the things that you are requiring in your life, the things you are trying to manifest, if you are constantly focused on how beautiful it is, your life is with these things, and focusing on your breath work and meditation and removing these things out of your life, you will notice the things come into your space. It comes into your space, okay? You'll start to see it. And that's when you start drawing in the things that you desire and want, right? So it's important that we understand this, okay? Now, accepting your gifts, whatever that may be for you, you know? Some people don't believe you should be able to have clairaudience. Some people don't believe that you should be able to be clairvoyant. Some people don't believe that you can just be clairsentient. They don't believe that that's okay. Okay? But you know what's weird? A lot of us, all of us, are born with them. So if you haven't had your gifts activated, what does that mean for you? Because there are hundreds of thousands of people around here with a lot of spiritual gifts that have been being activated for a while. Okay? You think that these psychics are out here just doing some voodoo crazy stuff. They're not. Some of us really can do these things. And accepting them, if you have them, if you have, if you're not blocked in that way, then I think you should use them to uplift the people. Okay? If you have them, then use them to spread light and love and peace. It's not about doing anything that harms other people. It's not about any of these things. So when we're talking about gifts, when we're talking about, you might be able to teach, you might be able to, fix cars good. You might be able to just easily understand and break down math problems like it's nobody's business, okay? These are gifts. And being able to express that, no matter what forms of gifts it come in for you, you absolutely should, right? I believe that you absolutely should. You're not here to do nothing with your life. You're here to experience life. And if you can also help others lift and come up, and you can reach back and grab them and help them up too as you're on your journey, on your way up, that is awesome. Okay? That is truly awesome. So if you guys have not grabbed an angel book, you don't even have to purchase a book. I bought this book years ago, and it was only like $10 at Barnes & Nobles. You can still go to Barnes & Nobles and may be able to find this book. But like I said, it has the breakdown of numbers, even times, okay? When you see certain things, this one is a big one. You'll know that if you're on your spiritual journey, you will start to see 1111. Most of us who are on spiritual journeys do see this number at some point in time throughout our journey, right? So I think it's important that we understand, get clear, take the action, hold the frequency, because a lot of the times we don't really understand what the numbers mean. You're like, I always see 110. What does 110 mean? Okay? Well, if you have the time, look it up. Just type in whatever number that you see, angel number, meaning behind it, okay? And it's going to come up. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that come up, okay? Pick the one that you feel resonates with you. Read through it. See it. Understand that you are receiving these divine messages, okay? Because angel numbers are important. There are messages, and these are the helpers of the divine, okay? Helpers of the divine sending you messages. So you may be noticing it, but you may not have paid attention to it before. Now is the time to, okay? So guys, I'm going to end this video here. I do want to encourage you guys to like and subscribe. Comment down below, what angel number have you been seeing? I want to know. I might choose that number to read through on the next video. Okay? So pick a number. Put it down below. Let me know what number it is that you have been seeing. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys, because that helps this channel tremendously. And I am all about spreading love, peace, and positive energy and self-growth, right? Self-growth is important to us all, okay? Now, until next time, guys, peace.